I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna keep it a $1.50 with you guys. I might be stupid. So I ended the last video off with the car smoking and it was overheating. So turns out there was really nothing wrong with it. I went through and did a full compression test on it to check and see if the motor was blowing up, because I thought maybe the head gasket was bad or maybe it had a bad piston ring. Turns out it has almost near perfect compression. So according to forums, it's supposed to be between 135 and 180 psi. Almost every cylinder was between 175 and 185 psi. Only one of them was 185. The rest of them were around like 175. So that's like top tier compression. I was like, well, why is it overheating? So I went through and checked the coolant, and it turns out I didn't fill up the coolant system. It was just getting an air pocket in it, and it was getting hot because there was not enough coolant in it. And this right here is the reason that it was smoking. I overfilled the oil by like a quart, and it was probably getting into the cylinders and it was just burning it. So I'm gonna drain out some of the oil and I'm gonna see if that'll fix the problem. I don't know, maybe a little bit more? I can always add more. Okay. I think that's good. Probably put a little bit more back in it and let it do its thing. So the next thing that we need to change that's oil related is the valve cover. The valve cover has been leaking like a motherfucker. Here's just some of the examples. This bolt doesn't even, it snapped. Leaking all around the crack. Right over here is pretty bad. All right, so we got the valve cover replaced, and the last like two things you really have to change to get this thing drivable is the clutch master cylinder and the, well, I guess it's three things: the clutch master cylinder, the slave cylinder, and there's a gasket that connects to the header to the downpipe. In the last video I had mentioned that there's pretty much no gasket right there, and it was making it sound like I had a misfire, so I bought a new gasket. This right here, I'm going to throw that on, see if that fixes the misfire sound, and it should be able to drive. I'm very confident that today is going to be the day that I take this thing for its first test drive. So I just made a quick trip to the parts store. I went and picked up a new master cylinder and a slave cylinder to hopefully fix the clutch problem, because the clutch wasn't wanting to hold pressure. I think it was just the master cylinder, but I went ahead and got a slave just to go ahead and try to knock off everything that I could think it would be the problem. So and y'all ain't gonna believe this. All right, I was tightening down the damn new slave cylinder, right? I already broke it. How does that happen? Man, that's whack. That's probably not that bad, but like, come on, bro, it broke. Thankfully, I think the local O'Reilly's ordered 2 of them by accident, so I'm gonna run back over there, get my money back, and hopefully get that other one. So we'll see if we get it fixed. That confidence about it being the day to drive it, it's kind of diminishing. All right, hey. Hopefully we will be good. This is the last thing. All right, we got the new slave cylinder on, so now we have to put brake fluid in and bleed it, and we should be good. Well, I spent probably an hour or so bleeding the clutch, probably 2 hours, because the whole system was completely dry. So I bled the new system, and we're gonna try to start it up. Everything should be good to go. So the car had a real hard time starting up and didn't want to even take gas, but I'm thinking where it was so clogged up with oil, it probably had a hard time igniting. So I'm gonna let it run, let it burn its stuff out, and I'm gonna give it some gas every once in a while. Hopefully that seafoam will kick in, and maybe put some new gas in it. We'll see. But it's idling pretty good, and I think it'll clear up. I think we'll be okay. Oh yeah. It ain't even been a full minute since I said that, and I can already rev it a lot better. So yeah, I just need to clean itself out. I'm gonna let it do its thing for a little bit. It's still smoking a little bit, but it ain't nothing like it was. So I decided to try to tighten up the manifold a little bit more. And I snapped the stud, and I found a coolant leak. Oh my gosh. That clutch still feels weak. Woo! Oh my god. All the power steering's gone, but dude, it fucking works! Damn, it drives pretty good too. Let's go! The first test drive went actually great. I got to fix the clutch a little bit more. There's some issues for sure, but man, it drove and it didn't stall out. It didn't die. It drove good. It handles good. The suspension feels pretty decent. Man, I'm pumped. I got to fix some stuff though. If you guys have been enjoying the Civic content and you haven't subscribed yet, you need to consider subscribing. There's a bunch of stuff I picked up that this car doesn't have, and I'll give you guys a hint. Whatever that may be, it might be it might not be. My homie Jesus pulled up. He just picked up, what, I guess you picked it up like 3 months ago now.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, he got it, he picked it up and he took it to a shop, and he's been at a shop for like 2 months. He got a mint E30, bro. Look at this thing. I've not seen one in like stock this nice. Oh my god. Look at this. Can I touch it? I'm afraid to. Dude, these door panels. Oh, let's see. How many miles is on this bad boy? Dude, it's only got 166,000. That's insane. That's insane, dude. I'm gonna introduce you guys to my grandpa. Like, he's been in like most of my videos so far. He's helped me more than honestly anybody has. He's been outside with me like almost every day I've worked on it. So I'm gonna take him for the first ride in it. He's seen everything I've done. So hopefully he enjoys it, I guess. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. This is that bump I was talking about. You barely feel it. You know? Yeah. In the auto, you get jumping up and down. But isn't this insane? Like, this thing was an absolute piece of crap a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
And now it's like a running, driving car. We're taking a side hustle break. We just loaded up this couch. Thanks to the homie Jesus, we got it loaded up, and we're gonna go take and drop it off. So we're supposed to make about, I think it's $50 for the couch and then $15 for the delivery. So we're gonna make like 65 bucks off of this sell. All right, we just made it, the sell, we made $65. So that's another $65 towards the side hustle, and the total is sitting right here. We are actually going to be trying to take it out on the road tomorrow. Well, I think I already broke the Civic. I don't really know exactly what had happened, but I believe something shorted out and now it won't start. So I came out here one day after work just to like start it up, drive it around, just to play around with it because I was happy it was going. And started to turn over, and then it just didn't want to do anything. It kind of sounded like something electrical sparked. I don't really know. Here's everything I've done. I tried jumping off the battery. I tried swapping ECU. I swapped main relays back and forth. Main relay works, it clicks on, turns on the fuel pump. Not the ECU, not the main relay. It's gotta be ignition related or it's gotta be starter related. Once again, I am ending this video off on a negative note, which I can't really help, but I gotta be truthful with you guys. Not everything is happy in YouTube land and not everything goes to plan. So if you guys enjoyed this video, consider liking, consider subscribing, because we will get this thing fixed. I've spent way too much time on this thing. And once again, thanks for watching. Peace.